chapter 3 objectives are explaining how rules are used to facilitate communication, explain the role of protocols and standard organizations in facilitating interoperability in network communications, explain how devices on a LAN access resources in a small to medium-sized business network. The rules of communication. What is communication? Communication is the act of conveying memes from one entity or group to another through the use of mutual understood signs, symbols, and semiotic rules. The main steps inherent to all communications are the formation of communicative motivation or reason, message composition, and message encoding. So, dito po nagsisimula. The first is the message source, then transmitter, transmission medium, then marireceive na po nung kausap, then message destination. The rules of establishing the rules. Unidentified sender and receiver, agreed upon method of communicating face-to-face, telephone, letter, photograph, common language and grammar, speed and timing of delivery, confirmation or acknowledgement requirements. So, dito po yung message encoding, dito po yung manggagaling yung source ng encoded, then pupunta po siya sa destination encoded. Message formatting encapsulation. Personal letter contains the following elements: identifier of the recipient location, identifier of the sender's location, salutation or greeting, recipient identifier, the message content, source identifier, end of message indicator. Ito po yung message delivery option, the source, the unicast, then the multicast, then the broadcast. Network protocols and standard. A network protocols is how the message is formatted or structured, the process by which networking devices share information about pathways with other networks, how and when error systems messages are passed between devices, the other setup and termination of data transfer sessions. Data networks are system of end devices, intermediary devices, and the media connecting them. For communication to occur, these devices must know how to communicate. These devices must comply with communication rules and protocols. The TCP or IP is an example of a protocol suite. Most protocols are created by standards organizations such as the IETF or IEE, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, is a professional organization for those in the electrical engineering and electronics fields. ISO, the International Organization for Standardization, is the world's largest developer of international standards for a wide variety of products and services. The ISO model. The data that passes down the stack of the OSI model is segmented into pieces and encapsulated with address and other labels. The process is reversed as the pieces are encapsulated and pass up the destination protocol stack. The OSI model describes the processes of encoding, formatting, segmenting, and encapsulating data for transmission over the network. So this is the OSI model. First is the physical, data link, network, then the fourth one is the transport, the fifth one is the sessions, presentation, and the lastly, application. Same as the OSI reference model. So this is the benefits of using a layered model. This is the OSI model, then the TCP or IP model. The TCP or IP reference model. So this is the application. It represents the data to the user plus encoding and dialogue control. Then the transport supports communication between diverse devices across diverse networks. So next is the internet, determines the best path through the network. And lastly, the network access controls the hardware, devices, and media that make up the network. So this is the comparing the OSI and the TCP/IP models. The equivalent of application to the OSI model is the application, presentation, and sessions. While the transport ay the same with the TCP model and the OSI model. The network of the OSI model is a internet into TCP/IP model, then the data link and physical OSI model are network access for TCP and IP models. The TCP/IP protocol suit in an open standard protocol that has been endorsed by the networking industry and ratified or approved by standard organizations. The Internet Protocol Suite is a suite of protocols required for transmitting and receiving information using the Internet. The protocol data units, or the PDUs, are named according to the protocols of the TCP/IP suite. A data segment, packet, frame, and bits. Applying models allows individuals, companies, and trade associations to analyze current networks and plan the network of the future. Data encapsulation, communicating the messages. Segmenting message benefits. Different conversation can be interleaved. Increase reliability of network communications. Segmenting message disadvantage. Increase level of complexity. So this is the communicating the messages. The protocol data units, or the PDUs. Data segment, packet, frame, bits. So I think I found activity here in 3.2.2.5. The activity is mapping the protocols of the TCP or IP suite. The instruction of this activity is drag the protocol or standard to the TCP IP layer name as described. So the first layer that I will drag is the line of the application. So let's start. So the next layers are the transport layer. I think this is the TCP and UDP. Then the next is the internet. The IP, OSF, OSPF, then the ICMP, and the EIGRF, PIP rather. Then the next layer are the network access. So I think this last two is here, the Ethernet and the interface drivers. So I will check it if my answers are correct. So, oh, it's correct. So let's find the another activities here in chapter 3. So I'm still finding the activities here in the chapter 3. So, yan po. Nakakita na naman po ako ng activities. It is identify the layers and function. Activity part 1, the OSI layers functions. The instruction is also the drag the OSI layer to its functional description. So, let's start. Segments transfers and resembles data. I think this is a transport. The next is exchanging frames between devices. It is data link. The next one is contains protocols used for process to process communication. I think it is application. Then oh, it's hard. So the next one is provides a data path or route. It is network. Then lastly, it is bit transmission. It is a physical. Then let's see if it is correct. It's correct. Then the part 2 is the TCP/IP layer functions. TCP layer functional description. So the instruction is the instruction is also drag the TCP/IP layer to its functional description. So number 1 is control hardware devices and media. I think it is network access. Then supports communications across diverse networks. It is transport. Then the third one is determines the best path through the network. I think it is internet. Then lastly, represents data to the users and control dialogues. I think it is application. So let's see if my answers are all correct. Oh, it's all correct. So let's find another activities here in chapter 3. I hope we find another one. So I think I find another one. These activities are activity identify the PDU layer, illustrate the encapsulation process. The instruction is also drag the PDU to appropriate place in the stack to illustrate the order of the encapsulation process. So let's start. So the first one is email data. I think it is data. Then the second one is segments. Then packets. And then frames, and lastly it is bits. So let's try to check if my answers are all correct or I have mistake. So it's correct. So let's find another activities. A. Click the simulation mode icon to switch from real-time mode to simulation mode. So I'm gonna click this real-time. Then select HTTP from the event list filters. HTTP may already be the only visible event. Click edit filters to display the available visible events. Toggle the show all none checkbox and notice how the checkboxes switch from unchecked to check or checked to unchecked depending on the current state. So let's find the HTTP. I'm gonna check the HTTP only. Then step 2, generate web HTTP traffic. So currently the simulation panel is empty. There are 6 columns listed across to the top of event list within the simulation panel as traffic is generated and step 2 events appear in the list. The info column is used to inspect the contents of a particular event. So we have a note. The web server and web client are displayed in the left pane. So this is the left pane. So this is the left pane, the web server and the web client. then click go. Because time in simulation mode is event-driven, you must use the capture forward button to display network events. So let's go then. The simulation. So after that, after we click the capture forward 4 times, there should be a 4 events in the event list. So this is the 4 event in this event list, the 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at the web client, web browser page. Did anything change? So I think the web page was returned from the web server. So let's proceed to step 3, the explore the contents of the HTTP packet. So click the first colored square box under the event list, info column. So after that, it may be necessary to expand the simulation panel. So the PDU information at device web client window or the OSI outbound. So ensure that the OSI model tab is selected. Under the out layers column, ensure that the layer 7 box is highlighted. So let's proceed to the questions. What is the text displayed next to the layer 7 label? So the text that is displayed next to the layer 7 label is the HTTP. So let's proceed to the next question. Click next layer. Then layer 4 should be highlighted. What is the DST port value? So the DST port value is 80. So next question. Click next layer. Layer 3 should be highlighted. What is the DST IP value? The IP value of DST is 192.168.1.254. Let's proceed to letter E questions. Click next. What information is displayed at this layer? The information that is displayed in this layer is layer 2 internet 2 header and inbound and outbound MAC addresses. So let's proceed to letter F. Click the outbound PDU detail tab. So what is the common information listed under the IP section of PDU details are compared to the information listed under the OSI model tab? With which layer it is associated? It is associated with the SRC-IP and the DST-IP at layer 3. What is the common information listed under the TCP section of PDU details? So it is the SRC port and the DEST port at layer 4. What is the host listed under the HTTP section of the PDU details? So it is the www.osi.local.layer 7. additional event types are displayed.